Wunda stand up tawula yami. Biana konya shimama. Biana kwa shilo. Wunda stand up tawula yami. Mama. Wayo lena. Washango bia papa mama. Duma doba. Mbiwala ma pape. Go away. What up with Sangalo? Olo. We. Olo. Wapunda tala to fabe. Mama. Wayo lena. Olo. Wapunda to Africa, mama, yeah. She my phone time. She got on me, she got the time. She found a yitela to fam. She mbalo bianene wa. She mami, she phone time. She found a lele. She mbalo bianene wa. Bolo, papa, but I don't want him out on the time. Papa, well, I don't know, Naka, away. What won't be loving, what won't be love, but one fellow, but you just gone here, Papa, well, I don't know, what Papa. She my phone time, and she got on me, she got the time. She found a hit a lot of her. She mbalo, she mamie, she fonta, she fonayare, lele, she mbalo, bienene, walo. Matola rapuyambishi, matola teta mayoba, pepe mapo, umambo, umache, wono le wari, awe, yeah, waponya kebe mesio. Olo, wapuna Africa, mame, yeah. She my phone time. She got on me, she got the time. She found a yitela to fam. She mbalo, denene, she mami, she phone time. She found a lele, she mbalo, denene. Wapulushi pokumbishi, shane nengwa somile pinjebolo. Wapulushi pokumbwe, puratoshelo. Hey, tu es, madolate, wapunda Africa, mama nange, oh ma belle, mame, awe, madolate, wapunda Africa, mama nange, oh ma belle, mame. She my phone time. She got on me, she got the time. She found a yitela for her. She mbalo, bianene, she mamie. She phone time. She found a lele. She mbalo, bianene,
Wetati, W-E-T-A-T-I. On April 18th, Wetati, in partnership with Nuburu Cultural Center, University of Maryland College Park, and Media to Africa presents the 2020 Wetati Anne Reese Carswell Scholarship and Awards Gala. Come meet, mingle, and network at our star-studded event filled with celebrities and successful business moguls like NBA superstar Kevin Durant's mother, Wanda Durant, famously known as Mama Durant, President and CEO of Certec Inc., the first Black mayor of Bowie, Maryland, Tim Adams, Melanie Johnson, President and COO of MGM National Harbor, and many more. So come dressed, red carpet ready, for photo ops on the Watati Wood red carpet and experience the...
Hello everyone. Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday. I'm so excited. I hope that you all are excited because this is the day that the Lord has made. We'll rejoice and be glad in it. So today is my debut on Media to Africa on Margaret Speaks. I am Ambassador Dr. Margaret Durecki, a woman of many coats and many colors, and I'm every woman and I'm every human being. So it's by popular demand. People have been pressing me over the years. From those who call me the Oprah of Africa, there's nothing I haven't done. I mean, many times from presenting at Blacks in Government, FBI, Tanzania, all over the world. And I'm not speaking to impress anyone. But I agreed to do this show on Media to Africa when I saw the quality of the work and what they represent. Because I get a lot of calls and I cannot do it all, basically. And sometimes I can, but depending on how I do it. So for every one of you that's tuned in, I say, welcome to Margaret Speaks. And if you want to check out and figure out who I am, just Google my name. My first name is Margaret, Margaret. My last name is Durecki, Dureke. Just Google me. I'm a mother of 3 children. They're all growing now. Hey, praise be to God. My husband's name is John Durecki. Been married for 35 years. I'm an African woman. I cook my bono soup. I cook okra soup. I make my spaghetti here in America because I am African American. That means I'm an African living in America, so America is my home. And no matter where you are, no matter what far remote villages in the world, you have the power to achieve them possible. So when I was approached by this awesome media house, and when I saw their setup and what they're about, they're about constructionism. And that means that they got my attention. I don't talk rubbish. I don't have time for nonsense. I'm about what can we do to empower one another. Because life is fleeting and it doesn't take much for life to come to an end. So you can only find me in the corridors of successful people. When I say success, remember it's a mindset. That's why the theme of the particular topic that I want to start the show with is actually called the power of the mind in relation to how you can achieve. Let me say it again. The power of the mind, and the mind is on caps, M-I-N-D, right? In relation to how you can achieve. There is no human being who is not struggling at some level about trying to overcome or trying to achieve something that was once seemingly impossible. If you watch my brands, the keyword brands, because you see, I'm telling you, I built a lot. I mean, I've written a lot of books. I can't. Remember, the reason why I took this is so that I can encourage other people and equip them with the right mindset that if you have your mind turned on right, nothing is impossible for you to achieve. To be honest with you, for me, success does not come standardized. There is no prepackaged for what success is what you perceive it to be. So let me take a few minutes to kind of give you a little bit of background, if that means anything. But I don't want that to overwhelm the reason why we're starting this show. First of all, every Friday, unfailingly, I mean, you never know, I'm going to be here. Hopefully, a few of you will gather some kind of strength, just like faith. A lot of people, they don't have the faith. But initially, as a baby Christian, whatever it is, it doesn't matter, or whatever your religion is, you may not have what it takes to start a journey that is a difficult one, whether you're facing the death of a loved one, or you're going through divorce, or your business failed, whatever the challenge is. But what you need to do is look at the pathways or those who came before you, who overcame, and you borrow their strength in the meantime as you're getting ready to overcome your own challenge. So I said, the books I've written is all about personal development, coaching, and business development. But I wanted to start with a mindset because for me, everything begins and ends on our mindset. And I'm telling you this as a woman who was born in Africa with very meager means, but very humble, but was determined that if I can screw my mind right, no one and nothing can stop me from achieving my impossible. So if you check out my work on margaretspeaks.com and a couple of the companies that I founded, Witati, we empower to achieve the impossible. Yes, I am the founder, president of Witati. And guess what? Witati stands for We Are Empowered to Achieve the Impossible. Also, AKA, also known or doing business as Women Empowered to Achieve the Impossible. That's the story for another day. The reason why I brought that up is this. If your mind cannot conceive something that is larger and bigger than yourself that you believe in, there's no point in stepping out. Don't do the mundane. I am sitting before you and I've earned this seat, not because I'm better than anyone, not because I'm more beautiful than, but I know I got it like that. Hey, no hate, congratulating. I just fool around and have fun and just embrace the God's grace. But because I made a decision, you're just one step away from making the right decision to change your life. And I'm going to step back and say to every one of you, welcome to margaretspeaks.com. Just go to MARGAR speaks.com altogether. You'll gain an insight on how I did it. So today, and as I go along, I will continue to interject my journey. Because the reason why people testify about their journey or the destination they've been in is so that someone may be going through that same path right now and didn't know where to turn and begin to call themselves hard names. In the book, one of my books that is called How to Succeed Against All Odds, all of those are available on Amazon. We own our own publishing company. I talked about the fact that the last thing you want to do in the midst of the challenges or the adversities you might be currently facing or the one that will come tomorrow, because I can guarantee you for as long as you live on earth, adversities or challenges will always come. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you have or don't have. Life will always throw some curbs, or some you throw on yourself. But you don't want to call yourself any hard names. Whatever happened to you is often what you're telling yourself as to how that's going to work out. That's you, the way you're going to take it. So I'm very heavy on mindset because my life changed. Not because something was given to me, not because my father and my mother gave it to me, but because I realized at some point, maybe perhaps like some of you, looking for reasons why you haven't made it. And when I say make it, don't think money. I'm not talking about money. Maybe you're struggling with weight loss. Maybe you're struggling to start a business. You have always tried to do something, but you kept saying, oh, because my father didn't give me money, my uncle didn't give me money, that's why I cannot do business. I can tell you, Media to Africa is an exemplary of my mindset, meaning they don't let anything stop them with no means in sight. And that's what I talked about in that book, How to Succeed Against All Odds, that you are the asset and not the money. So as we get started, get a pen, call your friend, text a friend, just inbox them, blast it on Facebook, anywhere. And by the way, feel free to follow me on Margaret Speaks, on Instagram, wherever, if you want to continue to listen to what I have to say. And I can guarantee you, if you follow this medium, in the next 3-6 months, I can guarantee you, totally. Did she say guarantee? Yeah, because I'm confident. Because you see, that the Bible says that that he's not a respecter of persons. God is no respecter of persons. What he did for A, he can do for B. That's why there's another book I'm writing now called Successful People Leave Clues. It is imperative that you believe that you can achieve. So let me go down the path of why I say today's theme is called the power of the mind in relation to what you can achieve. Using myself as an example, and some of you that may be listening to me, what was the last thing you said to yourself when you woke up this morning? What was the first thing you said to yourself when you came home today on the path? Somebody frustrated you or somebody called you name. Did you say to yourself, oh, I know I'm ugly, I know I'm a bad person, that's why I deserve this, or somebody divorced you? Do you know all of that? Honestly, that's not to minimize what you're going through or what just happened to you, but it's often as a result of how you internalize and what you say to yourself. Because honestly, you cannot minister where you haven't bled. I cannot unequivocally tell you that I've earned your ability to watch me now and listen to me if I haven't been through so much in my life. And I can guarantee you, as you continue to work with me on Margaret Speaks Empowerment Talk Show on a regular basis, there is no way you won't find a piece of something that you can connect and relate to, that you can apply practically to change your own lot in life. So stop making excuses. I don't like that. So now, why is mindset is big? Why is it big in relation to how you can achieve? That achievement could be in relation to your marriage or lack of marriage. It could be going back to school, or it could be changing the way you treat other people. It could be starting your own business that you've been putting off, or writing a book. How many of you have always thought about, I want to write a book? 20 years later, you still haven't done it. And you know the biggest part of it? Excuses. A lot of you, people always ask me, how is it you get all these things done? Don't you have the same 24 hours like everybody else? Well, guess what? I don't have room in my mind, in my physical space as well, to mess with what I call people who just talk about nothing. They come together just because they came to America at the same time, or they went to the same high school, and everybody's talking about the Shinene community. I don't belong there. I'm a child of God. I'm going to go where there is light. I don't follow darkness. No matter how tempting darkness may be pulling on people, you will never find. Can you see the light on me right now? This is how I am 24/7. But guess what? I'm not bragging to you or with you. I am just telling you is a decision that I make. So going back to the point I want to make today on the power of the mind, have you ever thought about what does the mind mean? Do you have a choice when certain negative concepts or minds come to you, including jealousy? I don't envy anybody, because it's a mindset. When you start to think someone else is better than you, when you start to think and believe that I need to hate this person because they have something that I want, that means you're saying to yourself that you're less than. That means you think you're not worthy of having. Because you see, anything you want in this world is here. Are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to be patient? Some of you want to be, what do you want to call it? They want to be the next president of America, and they get up today, I want to be a president. It don't work like that. It is as a result of the work that you did years ago. And you cannot speak experientially if you've never been through nothing. If I don't have the mindset to be able to overcome the odds in life that I've been through, I wouldn't be able to stand here today and speak with you. So, one, make sure that you're constantly thinking about what you're thinking about. What do I mean by that? You know how a lot of people, or some people, will say to themselves, yeah, I'm no good. I don't even think I deserve anything good in life. That's why these things keep happening to me. Guess what? You're right. You know why? You just told yourself and convinced yourself and told your mind that you're worthless, that the job that you didn't get, or the house that you lost was because you didn't deserve it. You know, life is more spiritual than it is physical. So you will never catch my mindset going there. Does it mean I don't have the same temptations that everyone has, or I don't have those negative voices coming at me? We all get it. But the distinction between my mindset and whoever, and please don't be offended, because I don't know you. I'm just trying to have us have a conversation that we can go back and reflect and think about how can we better our lives going forward, instead of complaining and getting stuck in the past and keeping the thinking that has never changed anything in your life. And I just chose, keyword choose, that I'm going to set my mind on all that is positive and clean and proper. Anything you focus on is going to expand. So I choose to focus on the positives of life. That mindset also pertains to what kind of friends I keep or don't keep, and it's by choice. I do not believe in quantity of friendship. I know a lot of people, because he who doesn't add to you will take from you. So I'm very mindful whose voices I hear, whose voices I allow to pour into me. If you find that you're always negative, too, after you check your mindset, you need to check to see who are the people you're allowing in your corridors. Who are the people that you're allowing to be in your presence? Who are the people that are talking to you? Then you need to check their mindset against your mindset. If you find that everyone around you, majority of the times, are always complaining about lack, always complaining about how things are horrible. Or, I was talking to some lady, I don't want to get into name calling at this point, and we were having a conversation about a business development thing. She said, the economy is so bad right now. Everybody's suffering. I'm like, don't bring that here to me because I ain't suffering. It's a mindset. The minute you tell yourself that the world is collapsing, you'll see that your whole system begin to shut down because first, you said it yourself. And secondly, you allowed your mind to believe because once your mind receives the word you say about yourself, then your body will begin to receive it and reciprocate. That's why you have to be careful when you call people names. If you find that you're constantly angry, again, check on your mindset. What is making you angry? What are you afraid of? And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I submit to you, if you continue to listen to me, send me an email, margaret@margaretspeaks.com. Let's have a civil conversation. Africa today is in conflict and turmoil because often our thinking is never for the good of all. It's always me, myself, and I. You don't matter. Everybody else doesn't matter, but just me. Can I tell you? I am because you are. You are because I am. Again, what is that speaking to? The power of mindset in relation to who we can become, in relation to what we can achieve. So now, individually speaking, and I talk collectively as well, depending on what time permits, when you think very individualistic, and I find this, and please don't take offense, and even if you do, if you find anything I share here to be offensive to you, you need to check yourself. Why? Because I don't know you. I'm just sharing what I'm convicted to share. If you find that you're always offended when people share something that is contrary to your view, you need to check yourself again. Again, what is that speaking to the mindset? So if you believe that your mindset is not serving you right, you all know about this concept that speaks to the fact that when you do something over and over, and let me tell you this, and I'm going to change it here, it's not so much about doing something and over getting the same result. If you think something over and over and you keep processing using that same mindset, doing the exact same thing, how do you think physically it's going to change? Everything starts in the mind. Success starts in the mind. For example, I was once morbidly obese. I used to be, hey, you're like, are you skinny right now? Yeah, I am. I'm looking good. I don't know about you, but let me get back to my point. I'm telling you about the power of the mind in relation to what you can achieve. So, some of those friends, they will hate you or like you when they think you got a negative, right? And when you are moving in towards light, they're like, what she thinks she is now? That means you ain't nothing, right? So, and this group was supposedly from, but I quickly moved away because who does not add to you will deplete you. You will never catch me in the corridors of haters. You will never catch, because you know why? Misery loves company. A lot of people think, again, it's about mindset. They want to be around a whole lot of people so people can say they are friends. Excuse me? No, you adding no value, I'm out. I'm going to delete you. Bing, bing. That's what I do. And I'm not telling you to do what I have done. I am simply sharing my story. I'm a coach to who is who. And I have watched people and businesses and individuals that I have coached that I've come across over the years because I removed myself from a mindset, a group of people, all they do is divide and conquer, destruction, gossip. And I said, Lord God, I didn't come to America for this, because for me, coming to America is not the American dream. Hanging with the people that I came to from some village or whatever is not the American dream, yet I love my people. Are you following me so far? Because it was a mindset. Sometimes we're afraid of mingling with other people because we're afraid of rejection. Tell me and show me who has never been rejected. I can show somebody who's never experienced anything that is worthy of sharing. If I haven't been rejected, disappointed, beaten up, thrown in the gutter and come out, I won't be able to speak with you with conviction to tell you that I will guarantee, this is my raw research. This is my crude research. This is not from Harvard. That's me, margaretSpeaks.com, saying to you that majority of times in our lives, whatever we're experiencing or aren't experiencing is a result of our thinking in relation to what we are thinking, our minds in relation to what we could achieve. Because when I was overweight, I was complaining, blaming everybody. When I'm walking on the street, I'm holding my shirt when the wind is blowing because I don't want people to see the size of my belly. And I kept complaining, blaming everybody. One day, and I pray that you're going to have an aha moment after this hour. Because When you take responsibility, which has to do with your mindset, your thinking faculty, the way you process things, and even if it's somebody else is responsible for how you got to be where you are right now, so what you're doing to yourself right now is not going to help you. I just got on one day, I said, I'm sick and tired. I need to do something about it. It was a decision. I shifted my thinking in order to shift the result that I'm going to get next, and I never turned back. Today, you don't know how old I am. I'm gonna keep that a secret because a woman never says her age unless it's mandatory. But if you stay long enough with me, I'll share that with you if that means anything. And I didn't want to believe because I heard other women say, well, once you have children, you have to be fat, and then once you're married because you're cooking now, you won't have any waistline anymore. And I said, delete. Don't want to talk to you all because I did not want their mindset to infiltrate my positive mentality because misery loves company. And I always defy the odds. I'm simply here in this world to defy the odds of life, and it's because, again, the reason why I'm able to achieve these things in my life because I made a decision. Ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters, listen to me carefully. It wasn't an easy journey. But I made up my mind. Hear me, brother. Hear me, yeah. Hear me, yeah. That your mind, more than anything else, is to some degree responsible. Because I'm telling you, when you tell yourself you can, you can. When you tell yourself you can't, you can't. The same way I'm telling you this, every single thing that I have achieved came because I believed. When I wrote my first book, How to Succeed Against All Odds, I didn't have a penny to my name. There was nothing. The literary world said to me, oh, you're not Oprah Winfrey. By the way, I want you to tell you that I am the official Oprah of Africa. You tell Oprah Winfrey I said that, I'll explain why, and it's a fact. They call me that all over the world because it's a compliment, really, totally. So it is important that you don't let other people tell you who you are, or even when they gossip about you. What I notice, a lot of people get hung up on the fact that people call them names. People say this, and I'm like, who are these people? They don't pay your bills. They are not responsible for the outcome of your life. Why should you care? And here is the thing. One of the biggest things you can do in order to use your mindset as a setup for you to achieve your impossible in life, first, you must believe in yourself. Please make a note of it. Second, not only do you believe in yourself, what other people say about you should not matter to you. Because at the end of the day, you owe it to yourself to succeed. And I can tell you this, when you first start that journey, oftentimes it will seem a bit lonely. But if you know who you are and who you are, it doesn't matter because with God, you're with the majority. And the fourth point is that make sure that nobody can shift your mindset because nobody can infiltrate your mind unless you give them the permission to. And once you let that happen, that's why sometimes some people won't like you for no reason. You did nothing, but because they could not infiltrate your mindset to make you do or become what you didn't want to, then they hate you for it. What am I saying to you? Margaret Speaks Empowerment Network is a place where you will come every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern American Time, and it will play over and over. Today, I'm basically telling you where we're going to go with this. Where you come to listen, get yourself mindset ready before you even go to the clubs, wherever you go, or you're going to church to pray, whatever. So if you're out there, you want to make sure that you treat people right. It's also a mindset. Never think you're getting away with anything. It's also a mindset. If you do the right thing when everybody else is doing the wrong thing, you always look like the odd one out. But if you know who you are and your mind is set right, it's not going to bother you. You know why? When the hour comes, such a time as this in my life, they will show up and then you can teach them how you got there. Do not be instantaneous in what you want out of life. Have a strategy. It's also a mindset. When you have a strategy, whatever the goal is that you want to, a lot of people were saying, oh, I can't wait to get to 2020. Happy New Year. I said, wait a minute. What is going to be different now that it's 2020? Just because the clock rolled over and everybody woke up and the thing said 2020, is that what's going to change it? What if you carried along this thinking mentality of whatever negativism you dealt with? The same people, I went on my cell phone, I deleted some people because I checked in the last, 5-7 years, they've been occupying space on my phone. I'm like, okay. Delete. And I just want you to laugh. But I'm serious about that. Because if you give them the space that all the good people that would help you in life would take. You cheated yourself. Again, is a mindset. Because some people believe that they need to be seen with a whole lot of people so that can be important. That means your mindset is screwed up because you are living to impress people when you're actually killing yourself. I don't have friends just because people will say, oh, wow, look at their friends. They have to be meaningful. Again, it's about your mindset. So if you are interested in making sure 2020 is the year for you, but more importantly, the decade for you, because there's so many of us that have so many screwed up agenda because it's our mindset. So one minute you say you're going to go to school to be a lawyer, you're going to go to school to build whatever, and your friend comes back and says, oh, I'm now an IT. Woo! Everybody runs into IT. What is that about? It's a mindset because you feel like you're being left behind. Have you asked your creator or talked to yourself to figure out what is it that you want out of life that you're going to use this next decade to do? It's a mindset. Or you're afraid that everybody else is doing something you would like to do and you feel like you've lost out. That's not the way to be. So in order to do that, again, you need to make sure you check your mindset regularly. So I think the hardest thing with mindset is, I know you're thinking mindset, what is she talking about? I can guarantee whatever you're going through has a lot to do with your mindset. If you get your mindset right, you'll be able to analyze people in a way that is meaningful to you. But I don't want to belabor the point. When we come back, I'm going to go over a few things we're going to be talking about and what you can do going forward to make sure you're going to live your best life ever and kill jealousy, because jealousy is the worst mindset anybody can have because it shows life. We're going to take a quick commercial break, bringing you some awesome program we have coming up in April. You got to be there because Witati is a place, it's a lifetime where people with the right mindset come together and discuss how they can change the world and impact all that so you can get away from yourself. We'll be right back on MargaretSpeaks.com.
Wetati, WETATI. On April 18th, Wetati, in partnership with Nuburu Cultural Center, University of Maryland College Park, and Media to Africa presents the 2020 Wetati Ann Reese Carswell Scholarship and Awards Gala. Come meet, mingle, and network at our star-studded event filled with celebrities and successful business moguls like NBA superstar Kevin Durant's mother, Wanda Durant, famously known as Mama Durant, President and CEO of Certec Inc., the first Black mayor of Bowie, Maryland, Tim Adams, Melanie Johnson, President and COO of MGM National Harbor, and many more. So come dressed red carpet ready for photo ops on the Wetati Wood red carpet and experience the Wetati phenomenon as we honor and celebrate those who have achieved the impossible in our communities. Award Wetati 2020 Entrepreneurship Competition winners, award scholarships to our deserving collegiate students, and recognize those who have gone above and beyond to serve. Did we mention our unforgettable Wetati signature 3-course buffet dinner? So, what are you waiting for? Come network, mingle, and dance the night away at our after party at the beautiful Grand Ballroom located at the Adele Stamp Student Union at University of Maryland College Park on Saturday, April 18th. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. In partnership with Media to Africa, Wetati is offering a limited early bird registration special discount until February 15th. So register now at wetati.com/registration. For more information, email us at info@wetati.com or at 301-326-6468. Again, register at wetati.com/registration or contact us at info@wetati.
Hi, welcome back to MargaretSpeaks.com. You're looking at your very own the Oprah of Africa. And again, feel free to check me out on MargaretSpeaks.com. Google to see the work I've done around the world as a goodwill ambassador for Gambia, based on the work I'm doing and still do for the women of Africa and the children and anyone who needs, because I believe that our lives are not ours and vice versa. I believe in giving of myself. So, and that kind of permeates, that mindset permeates in everything that I do. And if you, again, I said, I think when Media to Africa interviewed me, I think it was sometime last week or 2 weeks ago, I talked about the fact that the only way to be successful is to live a life of significance. And let us stop trying to have the mindset of, I want it now, I want to be a billionaire right now, and then before you know, you're on the floor. You've got to earn it. You got to build it. One point at a time, one idea at a time. Stick with it. Stick and play until you get your pay. And so you looking at me here today, it wasn't because I got up and got here. It took me years of building. I was down there in the valley. I didn't look up. I didn't care who bought a house. I didn't care who bought a car. I was focused on my calling. It was a mindset. I have no regrets. If you continue to watch us, and guarantee you again, your life is not going to be the same, because I've been speaking, internationally for years, and lives have been changing in the work that I do. I wanted to have a conversation about mindset. Have a conversation with other people about mindset. Feel free to email me, margaret@margaretspeaks.com. Any question you have, if there's anything I can say to you to help you get up, that's my job. My job is to help other people to find themselves, to get up and not make excuses. And don't worry about anything or anybody. Life has a way of evening itself out. When that divine hour comes, no one can stop you from getting your own portion in this world. If your mindset is right and set on the wrong things, and you're very individualistic in your thinking, and be careful who you bring to the table. What are you ready to do this year and going forward with your mindset? Or are you fighting to hold on to the life you don't want because you're used to it? And I'm telling you, it's a mindset issue. It's a mindset problem. A lot of people fight to hold on to the life they don't want. And my kids will tell you this. I have conversation with my kids all the time. And then my husband, and I tell them, I said, you don't have a conversation trying to be right. I said to them, I want to be all right. I don't want to be right. Because you see, you can fight to be right about nothingness, but you can have an open mind and have a conversation that at the end everybody is all right, and you can be that. What is that I'm speaking about is a mindset. But if you're stuck on ego about you should be this, you should be right, everyone and everything can be ruined. So I want you going forward to check your thinking. Think about what you're thinking about, if that makes any sense. So say, for instance, you say, oh, I'm going to eat this big pot of farina with okra soup, and you know your health is an issue. You shouldn't eat that much. But you say, it's not going to matter. Now you are thinking, I need you now to rethink and process what you just thought about you're going to do that is contradiction to what you should do for your health. Are you following me? That's the power of the mind. That is the power of thinking about what you're thinking about before you take action. A lot of people just take action and they sit on regret lane. Regret is also a mindset. You don't want to be that. I changed my life by changing my mindset, changing the environment of the people that I'm around, because their mindset somehow affects me. You may not know it. The way they think and do things, I'm telling you, show me who you hang around, I'll tell you who you are. I chose to hang with people who think bigger than I am, who do things bigger and better than I am, because success people will leave clues, and I'm borrowing into their mindset, and that's what has helped me. So, what is it this year that you'd like to achieve? Perhaps to write a book, to start a business, to get married, to get over the divorce, to what is it? To raise the best children on the face of this earth. Be the best wife or be the best husband that any spouse would desire. What would that take? It's your mindset. Are you living a comparative life with your brother's wife or girlfriend? They are thinking they have this, we have to have this. What are you thinking and doing that is affecting your loved ones because of your thinking? Is your mindset. So I beg each and every one of you to please, when you lay down today at a comfortable place or like a private place, because I believe in self time, or my what I call my time for self, where you reflect and think about what you're thinking about. And I beg of you to change your thinking going forward. What have you been doing over the years that hasn't worked for you? but you keep doing it hoping it's going to change. I think Robert Einstein calls it the true definition of insanity. And you know what that means? That means without changing your mind, no matter what you do physically, it's not going to amount to anything, period. I don't care what anybody says. Every change begins in the mind. I made a decision. I'm not going to hang with certain people, not because I'm better, because I want it differently for myself. And I'm okay. I can hang by myself 24/7, and I miss nobody. I'm not saying it again. Please don't get offended. If you find that you cannot sit on your own and get things done, something is wrong. You got to go check it out. If you find that you're always with people 24 constantly and you can't be by yourself, you're missing out on the truth about what life should be. It's again your mind. What are you running from? What is it you need distraction for 24/7? That's a mindset. If you're going to go through this year, going forward in this generation, I was just telling somebody, I was on another TV show the other day, and they were asking me what is this next 10 years mean for me because of my young age. Hey. And I say to them, this 10 years is going to be strategic for me. I have to have a 5-year plan. I have to have a 10-year plan. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not a creator. But I must do my part, because every single thing you ask of the Lord, there's a condition. John, the Lord is going to do this. What do you, yeah, He's going to do, but you got to do your part too. And I say to them, because of where I am right now in my life, this 10 years is very critical. I must be intentional. That's a mindset. I must have clarity of purpose. That's a mindset. I must be determined, precisely and strategic in all that I do is a mindset. In order for me to achieve that, which I'm going to set the goal to, in my relationships, the people, and I'm already doing it, and I'm telling you, January is not over already. I projected it. I put it down on my vision board. I've the goal that I set for this year, I've already achieved more than 1/3 of it. Not because I'm special, because I believe I challenge my mind. The same way you challenge people, challenge yourself and challenge your mind. Don't do the same thing. If you do 20, maybe 5 push-ups every day, the following day do 6. So you can get some muscle definition. I do that too. Hey, all right. We're rounding up, y'all. I hope and pray that I've been able to kind of poke at you a little bit. Don't get offended. I'm trying to get you to open your mind. Think about what you're thinking about. Think about the people that you're hanging around. Are they adding value? Are you adding value? Are you just taking? Take. Okay, I don't want you to crack up. But the point of the matter is, do not repeat what you did last year unless it's working. If it was working for you last year, enhance it, because where there is better, good is not enough. Where there is fantabulous, fantastic is not enough. You follow me? Because there is always another level. And there's some of us that are crowded in this little part. If you only know the amount of wealth that is out there in the world, that some of us, because of our petty-mindedness or impoverished mentality, we sit and chew on each other and shock each other, tear each other down for $1, $2, a little pot of pan of rice. If you only know, you can build the wealth that you want out of generational wealth. What are you teaching your children is a mindset. Just because you worked and your mother and father worked and worked is a mindset. That was then. It is so yesterday. We need to begin to push a different mindset so that our children and grandchildren will understand the power of generational wealth. Don't do because others are doing. That's a mindset. So next week, we're going to come and then we're going to be able to give you guys in advance what the topic is going to be, what the points you're going to get from it. And feel free to send us questions. And Media to Africa will share that with us so that we can have a two-way communication for whatever the reason. I don't know what your question could have been, but it could be a little bit interactive. I'll be more than happy to work with each and every one of you where it's meaningful. But don't be a boulder. You must be willing to participate in your own rescue, because most of us want somebody to help us build our life and we don't want to bring anything to the table. That's not what I'm talking about. So MargaretSpeaks.com is live on Media to Africa, one of the best platforms that ever existed. Tell a friend, tell a sister that they need to tune in next Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please follow me on Margaret Speaks with Tati. Margaret Dureki, ambassador, is in the house. And I'm telling you, if I can do it, you can. On that note, thank you, brothers and sisters. MargaretSpeaks.com. Send me email at MargaretSpeaks. What is it? MargaretSpeaks.com. That's my email, I guess. Yeah, right? Yeah, whatever, right? So on that note, I want to tell you, have a fantastic weekend. Do not feel bad, because that's a devil's mindset. That's not the mind. Just believe that you are able and you can achieve anything that you put your mind to. Ciao.